I am very happy for you. Just by clicking on this video, you have already started to transform your destiny. From this moment on, your hands will be blessed in ways you can't even imagine. Unexpected sources, mysterious paths from which financial blessings will come, are being opened for you by my divine will. Do you think it's a coincidence that you're here? It is not. I have brought you to this moment so that you may receive something grand, but stay with me until the end, because if you leave now, the path for these blessings to reach your home may completely close. If you trust me, declare it now. Say, God, strengthen me to face challenges, reminding me that I am always under your protection. Because this faith is the key that will open doors that are still closed. This trust will be the pillar that supports you in difficult days and gives you the strength to continue when it seems everything is against you. I am your refuge, your fortress, and with my help, you will overcome all adversities. I chose you, and I never make mistakes. I know that at this moment you may be wondering, but God, how will this happen? When will this happen? And I tell you, do not worry about the how or the when. Just trust. I will make the impossible manifest in your life, and you will see with your own eyes the greatness of my power. I allow you to receive this gift as a testimony of my love and care for you, because I know everything you need, your deepest desires, the dreams you keep in your heart. You will be blessed with abundance. I want these blessings to be used to spread kindness and generosity in my name. See, I desire prosperity to invade your life, your home, your family, without you having to sacrifice more than necessary, just by your faith in me, by your trust in my purpose. Do not be afraid, for I am your God, and I keep my eyes on you. I have chosen you. You are worthy of the blessings to come. Do not doubt this. Embrace the future with unwavering faith and witness the majestic revelation of my plan for your life. I know that sometimes you wonder when things will get better, when the promises you read or heard will come true. But know that I never forget you. My timing is perfect, and each moment of waiting is part of your growth journey. Now I want you to believe that great things are about to happen. Just as I parted the sea for the people to pass safely, I will open the doors of prosperity for you. What once seemed impossible, what kept you up at night, will now be resolved. But I need you to trust me, to keep your faith firm. The blessings I have reserved for you are already on their way, and I wish for you to receive them with open arms, without fear, without hesitation. In the coming days of this blessed month, you will see financial miracles manifesting in unexpected ways. You are not alone on this journey. I am your provider, the one who sustains all things. When you least expect it, new opportunities will arise before you, as a clear sign that I am working in your favor. I want you to write, "I trust in God," in the comments below, because this will be your declaration of faith. It will be your public commitment that you believe that, despite the difficulties, I am in control. Always remember this. I want you to prosper in all areas of your life. I want to see you happy, healthy, at peace. I want to see you smiling with a light heart, knowing that everything you need is in my hands, because I am the God who holds the heavens and the earth, and I can do wonders in your life. Have you heard that I make the impossible possible? That is exactly what I will do for you. Miracles are being prepared, blessings are being drawn in my plan, and all I need is your faith. I want you to fully trust me, to set aside the worries, the anxieties that have haunted you. I know that sometimes it seems the struggle will never end. I know you have lost nights of sleep trying to find a way out. But I am here to tell you, you are on the brink of the greatest transformation of your life. Financial miracles, miracles of healing, miracles in your relationship, all of this is about to manifest. Believe in me. Look ahead and see what I am preparing for you. The barriers that once prevented you from moving forward are being torn down. The chains that held you are being broken, and what seemed to be a dead end will now become the beginning of a new path. I know that the criticism of others has hurt you. I know there are people who tried to discourage you, who tried to make you believe you weren't capable, that you didn't deserve more than you have. But I am telling you today, you deserve everything I am about to give you. You are my son, my daughter, and I love you more than anyone could. When the world tries to knock you down, remember that I am here, holding you, sustaining your life. No one can take you out of my arms. My sons and daughters, you were chosen for a greater purpose, and I am here to remind you that what is to come is infinitely better than anything you have experienced. All you need to do is keep your eyes fixed on me. The world around you may seem turbulent. Difficulties may arise from all sides, but know that I am the God who calms the storms. Remember the words I said, "Do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you and uphold you with my righteous right hand." Isaiah 41:10. These words are true for you today. I know that sometimes it feels like the weight of the world is on your shoulders, that the pressure to solve everything is great, but you are not alone. From the beginning, I have walked alongside you, guiding your steps, even when you didn't notice my presence. There is not a single moment when I have left you, and now, more than ever, I am preparing the way for you to receive the fullness of my blessings. But for that, it is essential that you believe I am with you, that my will is good, perfect, and pleasing. Romans 12:2. I want you to see how loved you are. No matter what others say or the situations you face, my love for you has never diminished. You are precious to me, and all I desire is for you to live in peace, prosperity, and joy. Remember, as it is written, "If God is for us, who can be against us?" Romans 8:31. No adversity can prevail over those who have my hand upon them. Your journey so far has not been easy, I know. Many of you carry scars, pains, and even fears that seem insurmountable. But I am here to tell you that these wounds are about to be healed. What once seemed like a great mountain, I will turn into a plain. What was once a reason for tears and sadness will now become a testimony of victory, because I am the God who turns mourning into joy. Psalms 35. I want you to fully trust in my promises. I said I would never leave you nor forsake you, and so it will be. Hebrews 13:5. Believe, my children, the doors of abundance are about to open in a way you can't even imagine. I see your future, a future where nothing will be lacking, where goodness and mercy will follow you all the days of your lives. Psalms 23:6. I know many of you have been praying for an answer, have been crying out for a sign, and today I say, your prayer has been heard. I have heard every cry, every tear shed in silence. Do not think I have ignored you or delayed in responding. My response always arrives at the right time, when you are ready to receive it. You may not understand now, but trust me, everything is coming together for your good. As it is written, we know that all things work together for the good of those who love God. Romans 8:28. In the coming days, I want you to remain in faith. Do not let fear or doubt steal the blessings I am preparing. When you feel your strength is running out, remember that I am the one who renews your strength like the eagle. Isaiah 40:31. You will run and not grow weary, walk and not faint, because I sustain you. You were called to live in abundance, to experience my goodness in all areas of your lives. This includes your finances, your relationships, your health. Nothing in your lives is beyond my reach. I want you to live fully, to experience the best of this earth as I promised. If you are willing and obedient, you will eat the good of the land. Isaiah 1:19. But I also need you to trust me at all times, not just when things are going well. It's easy to believe when everything is peaceful, but I ask you to have faith even in the storms. Because just as I brought the people of Israel through the desert to the promised land, so I will bring you to a place of peace and prosperity. Now, I want you to prepare for something grand. There are blessings coming from heaven for your lives, and I want you to be ready to receive them. Walk in faith, and you will see how faithful I am in fulfilling every promise. Remember, I am the Lord, your God, and I never fail. No matter what the world says, what circumstances show, my word will prevail over all things. Your story is still being written, and I am in control of every chapter. Today, I open the doors to the next chapter, a chapter of victory, growth, and peace. Stand firm and continue to walk by my side, for the best is yet to come. My children, I know that worries have tormented your hearts. I see the weight you carry and the sleepless nights. But know that I am always by your side, ready to relieve the burden you have borne. You do not need to fight alone. As it is written, cast all your anxiety on him because he cares for you. 1 Peter 5:7. I care for you. Every detail of your lives is important to me, and nothing goes unnoticed by my eyes. I know you have been waiting for an answer, for a change, for something to transform your situations. Many of you wonder, when will the blessing arrive? When will I see the transformation I long for? And I tell you, it is already on its way. You are about to experience the fulfillment of old promises, of prayers you thought had been forgotten. But remember, my timing is perfect, and nothing happens before its time. As Ecclesiastes 3:1 says, there is a time for everything and a season for every activity under the heavens. It is crucial that you remain steadfast in faith. Do not let doubts or adversities make you question my love and care. I am the same God who fed the children of Israel in the desert, who parted the sea for them to pass safely, and I am the same God who is with you today. As I promised, the Lord will fight for you. You need only to be still. Exodus 14:14. Trust that I am fighting the battles you cannot see. I have great things prepared for you. There are doors being opened, and opportunities you have not yet imagined are about to arise. Even in areas where you thought there was no more solution, I have already prepared the way. You may think everything is lost, but for me, nothing is impossible. As it is written, for nothing will be impossible with God. Luke 1:37. I am the God of the impossible, and that means the circumstances that seem insurmountable will be transformed into glorious victories. Now is the time for us to strengthen our communion. I have called you to live a life of fullness, a life of abundance, not only materially, but spiritually as well. I want your hearts to be aligned with mine, for your souls to find rest in me. As I said, come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Matthew 11:28. Know that you can find relief and peace in my presence. When you look around and see the chaos in the world, the difficulties that seem to be growing, remember that I am the God who brings order to chaos. Nothing is beyond my control. You may not understand now why certain things are happening, but know that I am in charge of everything. And even amid the storms, I am the firm rock on which you can lean. As it is written, the Lord is my rock, my fortress, and my deliverer. My God is my rock, in whom I take refuge. Psalms 18:2. My dear ones, the love I have for you is incomparable. There is nothing that can separate you from this love. Even when you fail, when you make mistakes, I remain by your side, ready to guide you back to the right path. My forgiveness is abundant, and my heart is full of mercy. All I ask is that you return to me with sincerity and humility, and I will restore you. As it is in 1 John 1:9, if we confess our sins, he is faithful and just to forgive us our sins and to purify us from all unrighteousness. You are my children, and as a father cares for his children, I care for you. I protect you from the snares the enemy tries to lay in your paths, and I keep you safe. But I also want you to be alert, to stand firm in faith, because the enemy does not rest. He will try to steal your peace, will try to plant doubts and fears in your hearts. But remember my words. Submit yourselves then to God. Resist the devil, and he will flee from you. James 4:7. This is a time of preparation. I am shaping you, strengthening your faith, and preparing you to receive what I have reserved. Do not lose hope. Do not give up now, because you are closer to victory than you imagine. The enemy knows this, which is why he tries to attack with more force. But remember, you are protected by my shield. I am the one who battles for you. In the coming days, I want you to remain in constant prayer. Seek my presence as never before. I am speaking, revealing new things, opening your eyes to see beyond what is visible. I will give you wisdom, discernment, and strength to overcome any challenge. Victory is near, and you will see with your own eyes the fulfillment of my promises. My beloved children, I know each of you is carrying a burden, that the struggles of life have been intense, and there are moments when it seems there is no clear way out. But remember that I am the one who turns darkness into light, who makes the desert bloom, and who brings abundance where there was scarcity. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside quiet waters. Psalms 23:1-2. This is my desire for you, that you live in peace and security, knowing that I care for every detail of your lives. You do not need to fear what is to come. I know the future can sometimes seem uncertain and that there are many things you cannot control, but know that I am ahead of everything. Every step you take, every decision you need to make, I am with you, guiding you on the right path. Just as I promised Joshua, have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid, do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. Joshua 1:9. These words remain alive for you today. My dear ones, I know the desires of your hearts. I know what you have been asking for in prayer. Some answers seem delayed, and the enemy tries to make you believe I have forgotten your petitions, but know that nothing escapes my sight. Call to me, and I will answer you, and tell you great and unsearchable things you do not know. Jeremiah 33:3. Keep calling, keep seeking, because I am listening, and in my perfect timing, I will answer. You were chosen to live a life of fullness, a life where peace, joy, and love are constant. Even when the world around you seems chaotic, I give you the peace that surpasses all understanding. Peace I leave with you, my peace I give you. I do not give to you as the world gives. Do not let your hearts be troubled and do not be afraid. John 14:27. This peace is not fleeting. It does not depend on circumstances. It is a peace that dwells within you because I am within you. I know many of you have faced financial challenges. Maybe the bills are piling up. Maybe the resources seem scarce. But I am the God who provides, the God who opens doors where there are none. Remember when I fed 5,000 people with just 5 loaves and 2 fish? Matthew 14:17-21. I am not limited by the resources you see. If you trust me, I will multiply what you have, and you will see abundance where there was once lack. You have not been forgotten. I am paying attention to each of you. Your days of anguish will not last forever. Just as the night is followed by the dawn, your difficulties will be transformed into victories. I am the same God who was with Daniel in the lion's den, who was with Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego in the furnace. Daniel 3:24-25, and I am with you now. No matter how difficult the situation seems, I am capable of changing everything in an instant. You need to continue believing, even when you do not see the immediate solution. Do not be swayed by despair or fear. Now faith is confidence in what we hope for and assurance about what we do not see. Hebrews 11:1. This faith is what opens the way for my blessings to flow into your lives. Trust me, even when the path seems uncertain, because I am preparing something much greater than you can imagine. My beloved, I am calling you to a deeper relationship with me. not just to receive my blessings, but to live a life filled with my Spirit, a life of intimate communion with me. But seek first His kingdom and His righteousness, and all these things will be given to you as well. Matthew 6:33. By putting me first, everything you need will be provided. I am shaping your lives, transforming your hearts, and preparing you to receive what I have reserved. Sometimes you may not understand why certain things happen, but know that I see the full picture. What seems like a difficulty now will be a glorious victory tomorrow. Continue to trust, continue to persevere, because I am faithful to fulfill every promise I have made. Now I encourage you to remain firm, not to be discouraged, even when the path seems difficult. You are my beloved children, and I have great plans for each of you. What I am preparing for your lives is greater than anything you have ever experienced. You will be a blessing to many, and through you my name will be glorified. As it is written, those who trust in the Lord are like Mount Zion, which cannot be shaken but endures forever. Psalms 125:1. This is the certainty I want you to carry with you today. I am the God who cares, who provides, who protects. You are not alone, and you never will be. My promises are true, and I will always fulfill them. Continue to walk by my side, and together we will see the fulfillment of all I have planned for your lives. I watch over you closely and see what is in your hearts. I know that often doubt tries to invade your minds, and you wonder if the path you are on is really the right one. But I tell you, do not be shaken, because I am guiding your steps. You may not understand everything now, but trust that I have already prepared the way ahead. As it is written, trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to Him, and He will make your paths straight. Proverbs 3:5-6. This promise is true for you. I know the struggles have been intense, that often it seems your strength is running out. But I am here to renew your energy. You are not alone on this journey. When you feel weak, remember that I am your strength. But those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not be faint. Isaiah 40:31. You were created to endure, to overcome, to win. My dear ones, I want you to understand how precious you are to me. Do not let the world convince you otherwise. I know each of you intimately. I know your strengths, your weaknesses, and yet I love you unconditionally. There is nothing you can do to increase or decrease my love for you. As I said in Jeremiah 31:3, I have loved you with an everlasting love. I have drawn you with unfailing kindness. You are mine, and I care for every detail of your lives. You may be facing moments of uncertainty, of anxiety about the future, but remember, I am the one who sustains all things. I am not limited by time or circumstances. Where you see barriers, I see opportunities. Where there seems to be lack, I bring multiplication. When it seems the doors are closed, I am the one who opens them. I am the Lord, who teaches you what is best for you, who directs you in the way you should go. Isaiah 48:17. Trust in my guidance, and I will lead you to a place of peace and abundance. I know many of you have been crying out for a transformation in your lives, and I am hearing every prayer. No word directed to me goes unnoticed. I listen to you attentively, and in my perfect timing I respond. As it is written, ask, and it will be given to you. Seek, and you will find. Knock, and the door will be opened to you. Matthew 7:7. Keep asking, seeking, and knocking, because I am preparing what you have asked for. At this moment, I want you to keep in mind that every challenge you face is shaping you for something greater. I am preparing you to receive my blessings fully. Do not be discouraged in the process, because what I am building within you is unshakable. You are being strengthened in faith, patience, and character. Just as gold is refined in the fire, your lives are being purified to reflect my glory. Blessed is the one who perseveres under trial, because, having stood the test, that person will receive the crown of life that the Lord has promised to those who love him. James 1:12. I see the financial challenges, the relationship problems, and the health concerns that have afflicted many of you. But I want you to know that I am the God who restores all things. Nothing is impossible for me. If there is something broken, I can restore it. If there is something lost, I can bring it back. If there is something that seems dead, I can resurrect it. As I said to Martha, I am the resurrection and the life. The one who believes in me will live, even though they die. John 11:25. Believe, because I am bringing new life to every area of your existence. Now is the time for you to prepare for the harvest. I have seeds of blessings planted in the soil of your lives, and the harvest season is coming. I have watered these seeds with my grace, and they are about to sprout in abundance. Those who go out weeping, carrying seed to sow, will return with songs of joy, carrying sheaves with them. Psalms 126:6. You will reap the fruit of your perseverance, your faith, and your commitment to me. My children, I want you to remain firm, even when the winds of adversity blow harder. I am your safe harbor, your refuge in the storm. No matter what happens around you, I keep you protected under my wings. Whoever dwells in the shelter of the Most High will rest in the shadow of the Almighty. Psalms 91:1. Resting in me means trusting that, regardless of the chaos around, I have control of everything. Today, you are closer to victory than you imagine. Do not look at the circumstances with natural eyes, but with eyes of faith. Because what I promised, I will fulfill. Believe that I am the God who never fails, and my word endures forever. Heaven and earth will pass away, but my words will never pass away. Matthew 24:35. So it will be in your lives. My promises will be fulfilled, and you will see the manifestation of my glory. My beloved children, there are moments in your lives when everything seems uncertain, when the weight of decisions, difficulties, and doubts seems unbearable. But I am here now to remind you that I have never left you alone. From the beginning I have sustained you with my hands, guiding you through paths that you may not have understood at the time, but that were shaping your hearts, preparing you for something much greater. For I know the thoughts that I think toward you, says the Lord, thoughts of peace and not of evil, to give you a future and a hope. Jeremiah 29:11. You do not need to carry the burdens alone. I am asking you to cast all your anxieties and worries on me, for I am the God who cares for every detail. Many of you have been struggling internally, seeking answers to life's questions, and I tell you, the answer is in me. Come to me, all you who labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Matthew 11:28. With every step you take toward me, I embrace you with my peace and my love, transforming anguish into serenity. I know there are times when the wait seems long, when answers do not come in the time you expected. But remember that I work in a time that is perfect, and what I prepare for you is much greater than you can imagine. As my word says, for with God nothing will be impossible. Luke 1:37. Trust in my timing, for what seems like a delay is actually preparation for something glorious. Children, I want you to learn to rest in my presence, to silence the voices of doubt, and to hear only my voice, which brings calm and direction. Many times the world around you tries to distract, confuse, and bring fear. But I am your refuge, and in my presence you find safety. The Lord is good, a stronghold in the day of trouble, and he knows those who trust in him. Nahum 1:7. Trust in me, for I know every detail of your lives and know what is best for each of you. I see the dreams that are hidden deep in your hearts, those that seem to have been forgotten, those that seem too distant to be reached. But I am the God who makes the impossible possible. who transforms what was just a seed into a great tree. All I ask is that you remain steadfast in faith, even when you do not see immediate results. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Hebrews 11:1. You need to believe before you see, trust before you touch. I know that some of you are facing challenges that seem insurmountable, obstacles that suddenly appeared and left you not knowing what to do. But I am the one who turns mountains into plains, who opens paths where there were none. I am the way, the truth, and the life. John 14:6. There is no barrier I cannot break down, no path I cannot open. What you face today is not the end, but the beginning of a new journey, a journey of faith, where you will see my hand acting powerfully. I also want you to know that I see the tears shed in silence, the prayers made from the depths of your heart when it seemed no one else was listening. But I hear every word, every cry, and I am responding. For the Lord hears the needy and does not despise his prisoners. Psalm 69:33. You have not been forgotten. Your prayers are being answered. And soon you will see the manifestation of the answers you have long awaited. Children, I have called you to a life of abundance, to experience the best of this earth. You were not created to live in scarcity or to be oppressed by circumstances. If you are willing and obedient, you shall eat the good of the land. Isaiah 1:19. My will is for you to prosper in all areas, to see my hand of provision in your finances, in your relationships, in your families. There is a transformation happening now, a supernatural move over your lives. What once seemed impossible is about to be realized. But it is important that you continue to walk in faith, not allowing fear or doubt to steal what I have already decreed for you. All things are possible to him who believes. Mark 9:23. This truth should be the foundation upon which you build your lives, knowing that there are no limits to what I can do for you. I encourage you to persevere. The journey may be long, and at times the weight may seem unbearable. But remember, I am with you every step of the way. When you pass through the waters, I will be with you, and through the rivers, they shall not overflow you. When you walk through the fire, you shall not be burned, nor shall the flame scorch you. Isaiah 43:2. You are never alone, for I am your protector, your guide, and I will lead you safely to the destination I have prepared for you. Now is the time to stand firm, not to look back, but to move forward with courage, knowing that the best is yet to come. My promises are faithful and true, and everything I have promised will be fulfilled. Victory is already assured, and you will be witnesses to great miracles, not only in your lives, but in the lives of everyone around you. Today, I want each of you to understand deeply that there is not a single moment when I have stopped watching over your lives. Every detail, every breath, every thought that passes through your hearts, I know. You are too precious for me to let you walk without direction. Indeed, before the day was, I am He, and there is no one who can deliver out of my hand. I work, and who will reverse it? Isaiah 43:13. Nothing can change what I have planned for you. I know that often you face situations that seem overwhelming, challenges that test your faith and patience. But remember, dear ones, that each of these moments is an opportunity to grow in trust in me. Every obstacle that appears in your path is under my control, and none is greater than my power. He who is in you is greater than he who is in the world. 1 John 4:4. You are stronger than you think because I strengthen you every step of the way. You have been seeking answers, wondering about the future and how the promises I made to you will be fulfilled. Children, I tell you that my word never returns void. So shall my word be that goes forth from my mouth. It shall not return to me void, but it shall accomplish what I please, and it shall prosper in the thing for which I sent it. Isaiah 55:11. Every promise I made will be fulfilled. Every word you have held in your hearts, in faith, will come to pass at the right time. You have seen difficult times, But these moments are not permanent. I am the God who changes situations, who brings new seasons and turns tears into joy. You are going through a process of transformation, and this journey is preparing you for something much greater than you can imagine now. Weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. Psalms 35. Believe, the morning of victory is closer than you think. I know the weight you have been carrying. I know the internal struggles many of you face, those that no one sees but that deeply affect your souls. I want you to know that you are not alone in this. He heals the brokenhearted and binds up their wounds. Psalms 147-3. I am healing every pain, restoring every part that was wounded. Where there was sadness, I will bring joy. Where there was doubt, I will instill unwavering faith. I know the future may seem uncertain, but I am the God who holds the future. I am the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end, says the Lord, who is and who was and who is to come, the Almighty. Revelation 1:8. There is nothing you face that is beyond my knowledge or control. I have already seen what is ahead, and even if you do not see it, trust that I am preparing the best path for you. I have called you to live in abundance, and this is not just about material possessions. I want your souls to flourish, your hearts to be filled with peace, joy, and purpose. The thief does not come except to steal and to kill and to destroy. I have come that they may have life, and that they may have it more abundantly. John 10:10. This abundance of life is what I desire for each of you, a life where my love is the foundation of everything you do. There are doors opening for you, but I need you to trust and not give up before the time. Many give up when they are about to see the miracle happen. You, my children, must not look back or lose heart. Continue to walk in faith, for the reward is just ahead. And let us not grow weary while doing good, for in due season we shall reap if we do not lose heart. Galatians 6:9. The time of harvest is coming, and all that you have sown in tears will be reaped in joy. My children, I am calling you to a deeper relationship with me. I do not want you to know me from a distance, but to walk side by side with me, listening to my voice every day, allowing me to guide every decision. When you seek me with all your heart, you find rest, you find wisdom, and you find peace. And you will seek me and find me when you search for me with all your heart. Jeremiah 29:13. I am here, waiting to walk alongside you, to give you everything you need to live a full life. There is much I desire to share with you, much that is about to be revealed. I want you to be ready, your hearts open to the new that is coming. Each day is a new opportunity to grow in faith, to draw closer to me, and to see my power manifest in your lives. Remain steadfast, children, for victory has already been decreed. My children, pay attention to my words. What I have prepared for you is something your eyes have not yet seen, something that goes beyond what you can imagine. I know that often the journey seems long and tiring, but I remind you that I am the source of all strength. The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? The Lord is the strength of my life. Of whom shall I be afraid? Psalms 27:1. There is no reason to fear when I am the foundation on which you stand. You may be wondering why certain doors have not yet opened or why some situations have not changed. Children, I see beyond what you can see. I know the perfect timing, and often what seems like a delay is just my silent work. But if we hope for what we do not see, we eagerly wait for it with perseverance. Romans 8:25. You are being prepared for something greater, and when the right time comes, everything will align according to my plan. There are many who are going through trials, and I know some have thought about giving up. But I tell you, do not give up. You are on the brink of a great move. Victory is closer than you imagine, and the key to getting through this moment is faith. But without faith it is impossible to please Him, for he who comes to God must believe that He is, and that He is a rewarder of those who diligently seek Him. Hebrews 11:6. Your faith is what opens the doors to the blessings I have already prepared for you. You were chosen to make a difference, to be lights in this world. Each of you has a special purpose, a calling that only you can fulfill. And I will be with you every step of this journey, empowering you, strengthening you, and opening the paths. But you shall receive power when the Holy Spirit has come upon you, and you shall be witnesses to me in Jerusalem, and in all Judea and Samaria, and to the end of the earth. Acts 1:8. You are my ambassadors, and through you many lives will be touched and transformed. I know that in the midst of struggles, discouragement can try to take hold of your hearts, but remember that I am the source of your hope. For you are my hope, O Lord God. You are my trust from my youth. Psalms 71:5. When everything seems uncertain, when the world around you is in chaos, look to me. I am the solid rock on which you can lean. I am the safe shelter where you can rest in peace. You do not need to understand all things now. There are mysteries that only I know, and there are situations that will only be revealed at the right moment. But one thing is certain. I am working in your lives, even when you cannot see it. I am shaping every part of you, purifying your hearts, and preparing you for what is to come. As it is written, and we know that all things work together for good to those who love God, to those who are the called according to his purpose. Romans 8:28. Even the difficulties you face now are working for your good. You are mine, and this means that nothing can separate you from my love. Neither difficulties nor sorrows, nor life's uncertainties. My love for you is unshakable, eternal, and never diminishes. For I am persuaded that neither death nor life, nor angels nor principalities nor powers, nor things present nor things to come, nor height nor depth, nor any other created thing, shall be able to separate us from the love of God which is in Christ Jesus our Lord. Romans 8:38-39. This love is the anchor that will keep you steady through all storms. I see your prayers, I see the tears that fall in the silence of the night, and I hear every word that comes from your hearts. I have not forgotten you, nor have I left you. I am working in ways you cannot yet comprehend, but soon you will see the fruit of your faith and perseverance. For the Lord will not forsake his people for his great name's sake, because it has pleased the Lord to make you his people. 1 Samuel 12:22. You belong to me, and I will never abandon you. Children, know that this is a time of preparation. The difficulties you are facing now are preparing you for the glory that is to come. Do not see these struggles as punishments or as signs that you are off my path. On the contrary, know that you are being strengthened, matured, so that when victory comes, you will be ready to receive it fully. And not only that, but we also glory in tribulations, knowing that tribulation produces perseverance, and perseverance, character, and character, hope. Romans 5:3-4. I encourage you, my children, to remain steadfast, not to let difficulties suffocate your faith. I am with you in every challenge, in every trial, and I will make you stronger through each one of them. There is a great harvest of blessings about to be released, and you will see the fulfillment of all I have promised. Hold firm, for victory is already yours. My beloved children, you have come this far because you believed in my promises, and I see the perseverance of each of you. Know that the path of faith is full of challenges, but it is also filled with victories that only those who fully trust in me can experience. Blessed is the man who trusts in the Lord, and whose hope is the Lord. Jeremiah 17:7. You are blessed because you have placed your hopes in me, and I never fail. Today, I want you to set aside all worry about what has not yet happened. Be patient, for everything will be fulfilled at the right time. I do not delay, I do not fail. To everything there is a season, a time for every purpose under heaven. Ecclesiastes 3:1. This is an eternal principle I have established, and each of my promises follows this divine rhythm. If there is something that has not yet come into existence, it is because the time to blossom has not yet arrived, but when it does, nothing will be able to stop it. You have been waiting for great things, and I say you have not waited in vain. Every moment of patience, every tear shed in prayer, every time you lifted your eyes to heaven seeking answers, I was there. Behold, he who keeps Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. Psalms 121:4. I have never slept while watching over you, and I am acting even now, opening doors, removing obstacles, preparing the ground for what is to come. I know that many of you are facing moments of weakness, moments when it seems your strength is at an end. But remember, I am the source of your strength. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Philippians 4:13. You can overcome any difficulty, you can conquer any challenge, because I am strengthening you. Even when you feel exhausted, remember that my strength is made perfect in weakness. It is in your moments of weakness that I show my power. You have carried heavy burdens for too long, and now I invite you to cast those burdens on me, casting all your care upon him, for he cares for you. 1 Peter 5:7. You were not created to carry the weight of difficulties alone. I am here to relieve that burden, to give you a light yoke and an easy burden. What I ask of you is to trust in me, to allow me to lead your lives, to let my love and my peace fill your hearts. Many of you are waiting for miracles, and I say that the time of miracles is coming. You will see the supernatural in your lives in ways you never imagined. Just as I parted the Red Sea, just as I raised the dead, I will perform miracles in your lives that will bring complete transformation. Behold, I am the Lord, the God of all flesh. Is there anything too hard for me? Jeremiah 32:27. There are no limits to what I can do, and nothing is too great for me. You have been crying out for provision, and know that I am the God who provides, and my God shall supply all your need according to his riches in glory by Christ Jesus. Philippians 4:19. No matter what you are facing, I have already prepared everything you need. You will see provision come from unexpected sources in ways you cannot predict, because I am the God who cares for every detail. Trust that provision is already on its way, and that nothing will be lacking. I am pouring out blessings upon your lives, and these blessings are not just for you. You will be channels of blessing to many others. You shall be a blessing. Do not fear, let your hands be strong. Zechariah 8:13. I am raising you to be lights in this world, so that through your lives, many will come to know my love, my grace, and my goodness. What I am doing in you will overflow to your families, to your friends, and to all those around you. Now is the time for you to stand firm in faith. Do not look at the circumstances around you. Do not let fear or doubt hold you back. Look to me, for I am your solid rock, your tower of safety. The Lord is my rock and my fortress and my deliverer, my God, my strength in whom I will trust. Psalms 18:2. When you trust in me, you are secure, and nothing can shake the faith I have placed in your hearts. Children, I see the struggle of each of you, and I want you to know that it will not be in vain. There is a reward prepared for those who persevere, who remain steadfast, even when everything seems against them. He who overcomes shall inherit all things, and I will be his God, and he shall be my son. Revelation 21:7. You are victors in me, and victory is already assured. What I am doing in your lives now is just the beginning. Great things are coming, and you will be witnesses to my power and my glory. But I encourage you not to give up, not to abandon the journey, because what I have prepared is greater than you can imagine. Eye has not seen, nor ear heard, nor have entered into the heart of man the things which God has prepared for those who love him. 1 Corinthians 2:9. The best is yet to come, and you will see my hand act powerfully. My dear children, I have called you to live a life of peace, but I know that the storms around you often try to steal that peace. I want you to know that in every storm, I am the safe shelter. You can trust in me, even when the winds blow strong and the waves seem too great. I am the God who calms the storms, just as I calmed the sea when my disciples feared for their lives. Then he arose and rebuked the wind, and said to the sea, "Peace, be still." And the wind ceased, and there was a great calm. Mark 4:39. I will do the same in your lives. Do not be shaken by circumstances that seem out of control. I am the God who keeps everything in balance. I know there are moments when you feel everything is falling apart, but trust in me, for I am the restorer of all things. I rebuild what was destroyed, renew what was weakened, and strengthen what was broken. I will restore to you the years that the swarming locust has eaten, the crawling locust, the consuming locust, and the chewing locust. Joel 2:25. What was lost will be restored in your lives. Children, I see your prayers. Every cry, every word spoken in faith does not go unnoticed. Even when it seems there is no answer, know that I am working behind the scenes, preparing the best for you. My answer is never late. As it is written, it shall come to pass that before they call, I will answer, and while they are still speaking, I will hear. Isaiah 65:24. My hand is extended to bless and respond to the cry of your hearts. You need to understand that the battles you face are not just visible. Many of the struggles happen in the invisible, and therefore I call you to be strong in spirit. Put on my armor, for the war is not against flesh and blood, but against spiritual forces. Put on the whole armor of God, that you may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. Ephesians 6:11. With my armor, you are invincible, for I protect and sustain you in every battle. I know that many of you have struggled with feelings of fear and insecurity, but remember that I have not given you a spirit of fear. For God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power and of love, and of a sound mind. 2 Timothy 1:7. When these feelings try to enter your hearts, call upon me. I am the source of all courage, and I will give you the strength to overcome any challenge. Children, I am taking you to a new level of faith. What once seemed impossible will now be part of the reality of your lives, for I am the one who makes the impossible possible. When the sea was before my people, I parted it. When the walls of Jericho stood against my people, I brought them down. The walls fell down flat, and the people went up into the city. Joshua 6:20. So too are the walls in your lives being brought down. You need to remain steadfast, for the time of harvest is near. What you have sown in tears, you will reap with songs of joy. Those who sow in tears shall reap in joy. Psalms 126:6. This is the time to trust that I am the God who honors every seed of faith you have planted. What once seemed barren will bear fruit. I see that many of you have walked through dark valleys where hope seems distant, but I am with you even in the shadows. You never walk alone. I guide you, even in darkness. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. Psalms 23:4. You are protected by my presence, and no shadow can prevail where I am. Now that you have heard this message from my heart, beloved children, I invite each of you to subscribe to this channel so that this word of life can reach even more people. Leave your like as a sign of faith. Share this message with someone who needs hope today, and comment a verse or a biblical phrase if you believe I am acting powerfully in your families. Moreover, I want to remind you that there are 2 more messages prepared for you that will bring peace and harmony to your lives in a powerful way. Do not miss the opportunity to continue listening to and receiving these words I have for you in the 2 videos above. Continue to stand firm. Do not let anything make you give up. I am with you every step of this journey, strengthening, guiding, and sustaining you. But the Lord is faithful, who will establish you and guard you from the evil one. 2 Thessalonians 3:3. You never walk alone, for I am the God who walks with you, who protects you from all evil. And remember, dear children, this is just the beginning. There is much more to come. What you have experienced so far is just a small part of what I am preparing. Great things are reserved for you, and each of them will be revealed at the right time. The journey continues, and I will lead you safely to the fulfillment of everything I have planned.